when you have your own government tell you that you don't have religious freedom. Now that is very disheartening.
If I don't have the first freedom, my religious freedom, then what's left?
I just did not anticipate that my career would end under such terms.
No way would I have ever thought I would be in this position. I definitely understand freedom in a different way.
I believe that the freedoms and liberties in the United States of America in my life have proven that a poor kid from an at-risk family, a single mom with 6 children on welfare and food stamps, living in poverty, with those freedoms can cause their dreams to come true.
And I was fighting for the United States of America, for the freedoms that we enjoy. To come home later, 2 years later, and to be told that because I hold a religious belief, that's some sort of discrimination.
At the darkest hour, our church showed up, and the family rallied around us, prayed for us, and that was a big thing for us.
You really get to see the fullness of God when you stand up for His truth, His word.
I suppose God's surprised me the most by His faithfulness and His promises. You read those and you sort of say, yeah, right, but when it comes right down to it, His promises and what He says is true.
I've already had my worst day. You know what I mean? And so, what's a retirement?
Our kids have seen that there's a real cost to serving the Lord. Why would I, as a business owner, want to bring this on my company? If anything, I would want to stay as far away from that as possible.
The very faith that caused me to get my job ultimately has cost me my job.
I definitely understand freedom in a different way. Yeah, before it was just sort of off here in another world, but when it happens to you, and it will happen to you, when they come to take that away, it takes on a whole new meaning.
So I had to relent to being fired in order to not violate my conscience, not violate a tenet of my deeply held religious belief. And I have no recourse. I'm just praying over and over again as I'm working that God would see this through.
Losing the business was very hard for me. I worked really hard to build it up. I put a lot into it, and for that to be honest, I'm not gonna lie, very hard.
Our definition of freedom in the United States of America is changing right before our eyes. I believe that those very freedoms are at risk in our beloved United States of America today.
Before all this went on, I felt like there was freedom, that we had all kinds of freedom. And going through this now, I definitely am seeing just a whole different world and feeling like definitely freedom, especially religious freedom, is really, at stake.
Christ stood up for me. Do I think so much less of Him that I wouldn't stand up for Him?